Oh, oh dear. Everything's not ready. I forgot the timer. I forgot the everything. Oh, Oh, okay, I gotta explain some things. I want to say hello. Welcome. We're gonna be looking at a potato. You might be wondering why was the uh, uh, we're gonna do a little bit of work today. I have a ripping headache. My head hurts so bad, and I realized I hadn't eaten today or yesterday. So my head hurt real bad. And then I said, okay, I'll get some food out of the fridge. I'm out of food. Who would have known this? I had an orange, so I ate an orange. This is not going to be good for the stream. So like 40 minutes before the stream, I rushed over to Zaxby's and got myself a kid meal and I ordered some groceries to come in this evening. And that's where I'm at right now. But I already promised I was going to stream at 3 today, 1500 East Coast time, so I'm going to do that. And Shergal, you being here is the just the cream of the crop today. It's going to be a stream of there's people outside cleaning the decks and such, and they have their blowers, and I can hear them through my door. Not a pleasant sound. Ugh, but that'll go away soon. I hope I'm be able to be heard. We're gonna go straight into. Should I do show and tell first or show and tell at the end? You didn't get a salad or a zappetizer? No, I got a kid's meal. A Zid's meal. Oh, that sounds terrible. Mm, just just chicken fingers. I got the kids meal with chicken fingers with toast instead of fries, but they just gave me toast and fries, which is awesome. I didn't eat the fries. I just had the toast and the two fingers. Oh, this is why I don't let Ben watch the stream. See, he is currently enjoying time with his family, and he is not supposed to be on his phone right this moment. He chooses not to be. It's not like but he wants to spend time with that. And that way, if I pick the times he can't watch, I don't have to worry about him being upset about the atrocities I'm creating. Let's begin. I'm going to do show and tell at the end, and we're going to do a very brief stream today. Here's what I want to do. I hope that worked. Hmm. Oh yeah, Zaxby's whole thing is the letter Z appears randomly in all their food. There's in the name, not actual. There's not like little Z's in the food, which would be kind of weird. But also kind of cool. They do have their French fries as a zigzag. Mind uh, using an app for everyone else. It's just a McDonald's thing. I don't remember the power toy. The power toy. I'm trying to get the chat up on my same screen. Doug Jeffries, hello. I'm glad you're here to witness this abomination of a stream. It's Windows Control T. Windows Control T. Oh, that works. Timothy Hickson. Yes, this is the ship you see is the Cotel or the Quartel. I need to make sure I get the name right. What's Lock? Ugh. Juvenile fries. Oh, I'm not gonna do Lock. I'm gonna just do the always on top. That seems to work better. I'm surprised people are here to witness this abomination. I had to adjust some of the Solanine Warrior transport. I had to adjust the roof line. Otherwise, I originally wanted this shape to jut out to here. The problem was, wait, was there a problem? There was some kind of problem that made it to where if I just did a join, it needed more clearance, yes. But I'm trying to remember what it was. It was to get a 4 millimeter clearance at this intersection where these things met. This is a fake interior Boolean object. Its job is just to act as a Boolean for later. But it tells me the clearances I need to hit. Because, yeah. And this is our lovely ship. There is going to be a tiny itty bitty airlock. What does Sontaran mean? Because is that just another language's word for fries or potato? Because I love that if that is, but I don't think it is, which disappoints me. The Doctor Who villains. Oh, I don't know Doctor Who. It's not something I watch. I'm sure it's great, but like at the same time, no thank you. And I'm not like that. I'm not like that person like, oh, the critical drinker or whatever their name is. It's like hates everything now. It's just I don't have time to watch a. No, it's not anymore. It is. What is not anymore? Oh, did you know the potato actually has a fruit? It looks like a cherry tomato. I thought that was interesting. If you're wondering what in the world I'm doing, I don't know. Okay. Oh, I still have this turned on. This is going to be an airlock, which I think is going to be nice. This is so I know where I've heard it's gone downhill, but the thing is, I never watched it to understand what their concern is. This is a area that we're going to have our beautiful airlock. It's just a, and I did have to adjust the shape a little bit. I think it juts out a little bit more this way. I didn't like how it felt making this overly curved. But I could bring it back if you guys prefer it to be that way. I just was I liked it being slightly less curved in the back. I liked it matching the curve in the front rather than the original outline of the acting over the top is probably on purpose. Uh, I wasn't trying to invoke any debate on this. I have no opinion. I watched one episode. Oh, and it was fine, I guess. But I, there were several parts I just. It was the one where they get on a ship and it has a and it's, I guess it was some older doctor companion thing. It was a special, and they end up being chased by. I don't want to spoil it for people who haven't watched it yet. They end up finding a creature on it that is trying to get on board their whatever it's called, the police box thing, the TARDIS, and uh, yeah, and it does mimicry and other stuff. That's the best I could think of to call it. It's pretty obvious it's a mimicry. Maybe that's too much. Maybe that was too big of a spoiler. If it is, I apologize. I covered about 30% of the episodes. I only watched. That's the only one I've seen. So it's the only one I know. I don't know how often they do a plot. There's just I'm gonna try to remember what it was. It was on Disney uh, Plus streaming. We've already wasted quite a bit of time me just doing nothing. So the point of this area is going to be a little airlock, which means this is dramatically too small of a rear engine now. Tom Baker. Mr. Baker. I just want to say it that way. I know that's not what their name is. Did you know there's a built-in mirror, not mirror, but mirror editing into Blender? It's up here in that top right toggle. I hate it, so I don't use it. I use the mirror controls that are found in whatever this is called. I find them better because it's so. I'll show you the difference because I do want to talk about that for a moment. The mirror controls, if you do apply all and then try to just do mirror, it will duplicate things on both sides. It will do the same action on both sides, which is great. So why not just use that? The problem is when I do an extension, it doesn't do it automatically on the other side. And so now I have problems. I just find it easier to. The part that is annoying is that I can't easily. Let's do item global. Why are you 0.1? Because I often do extrudes. And I'm not doing a copy paste of the original. Uh, uh, oh gosh, I feel nauseous. I may end the stream really early if this gets worse. I feel like I need to vomit. If it gets worse, I'm just gonna leave, and you guys can just say, "Well, that was the best stream ever." My favorite part is that it ended, because no, I am feeling very nauseous right now. Ooh. It might have been the orange I ate. No, the orange is probably fine. I can get away with a 0.4. Your health comes first? Yeah. My health does come first. At the same time I want to do this, I actually want to make a little cool ship with you guys. Please don't make us watch that particular stream on video. Fine. Ugh. The problem is I forced myself to eat when I didn't want to. Even though my head was hurting, I hadn't eaten in 2 days. I didn't want to eat, but I ate anyway. So if I turn my video off, you know why. Oh, is that what that's from? Because I've been there's this puppet thing that and they started puking that was disgusting. I don't want to even talk about it much. My point was I was like, what is this? And I've never looked into it more. We're going to now do some declaration. And this time we're not going to be worried about I don't know the word. I think decor is without the E at the end. It was disgusting. I blame what color? Let's just do blue. And this, while this matte cap is great for seeing certain things, it makes it very hard to judge colors well. Oh, oh dear. Welcome to the stream. The Spudster? Oh, I love that. Thank you. That was worth hearing. That was worth coming on. Uh, this core area is a 2x3, and I can't, and this will be also usable space. This will be custom. It'll be built in due to shape constraints. Actually, I think it will have to be built in. Let's make sure. No! What joy! What fun that this is actually could be. Oh, wait. If this is, there's a rule to this. What I need to read what that says. 0.5. That means there will be a hole here. If so what's the absolute minimum? I do 0.16. So yeah, you can't fit a Gridforge tile there, but it's so close. It's annoyingly close. In the end, this will be just something you slot something into both of these, and it goes kind of like this or something. I could add a greeble there. That's a smart idea, and then I add one more layer of grid. Ooh, I love you guys. I love all you peoples. But you asked a question, and I've completely ignored it. So this is 12 centimeters this way and 15.8 this way, but it will be longer. Oh, I actually really like when I do that. Like, I want to do that one day. That looks like a fun idea. The Spudster is still cool though. But yeah, I could easily add something there. Let's explore that for just a moment. Just to see if that makes sense. This is just to get an idea of the Super Spudster. Do 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 do. Boom 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 boom. Yeah, we can totally do something like on that space. So let's do. I'm not really doing this. This is just to see how it feels. If I add any design there, how thick does it feel? That's well within reason to put. I could even put a little skid area there. Like, I wouldn't do it this short, but I could do something like, you know, and that completely hides it. See what I mean? And then we have one more area of space, and then there would be a little bit of a cutout there, or whatever. It would have to be. Because it just needs to survive a little bit. How high does that have to go? Yeah, that's actually, at this point, we're safe. So if we cut into this area with this shape, it would work as a, I know how I do things is bizarre. Forgive me. I'm doing this bizarre approach of almost like a CAD-like style. Oh, I need to check something before I'm forgetting. Not CAD, but I do all these little 2D lines that don't mean anything. Interestingly, I don't think Maya supports doing that. It's something that Ben misses immensely. We're going to spend the next 15 minutes just having some fun with decor. And we're going to make a fake face here for now. It'll be fine. The extra verticality will be fine. It will go up just a little bit higher. The entire cutout, by that point, you have the extra space. But good question, Doug. Not question, but good observation. You're a smart cookie. Oh, see you later, Timothy Hickson. Thank you for coming. We're gonna have some fun with this shape. We're gonna put, um, where's my, there's a built-in smoother. Uh, yeah, it's actually right there called Stabilize Stroke. Because I'm drawing with with my own mouse, I'm just, oh, I should do line based. Is this a line? I can't tell because the chat's there. Wait, it supports snapping? It says it supports snapping. I want to see if you can. I've never done this before, so I want to see if it works. It doesn't look like it works. It claims to work. It says there's a only using first last with a stroke for snapping. But I don't see any snapping. Is there something I'm forgetting here? Oh, and we're also doing uh, ooh, placement on surface. And unlike the Erebus, I like the idea of one giant window. Actually, let's take it to the poles. Uh, I want to do one big window here, but I am willing to hear you out. You do matter. That sounds weird to say it that way. Uh, which would you guys prefer? Would you like it with a single window or a? Let's do this. Can I duplicate? Is this duplicate? How do I tell them no? Uh, I'm trying to be nice at the same time, like, no, thank you. Should I do? I do want to have that distinction there, but should there be a bar or something like here? No. And then having a line in the very middle? I hate that. I don't know. I would hate to have. Imagine flying it and you always have a bar right in the very middle of your windshield, like in a car. That would be awful. Uh, oh, I'll make it a safety one. So it'll go like there, and then there, and then I'll have like a safety area, a little here and here for the so you don't you couldn't so in a crash it doesn't hit your head. So you have to look out to this tiny little section here. Like let's just turn off stable. It'll be like there'll be like a bar here, and then a bar here, and you have to look out here, here, or look under. People would love that. I should be a car designer. No, one window in discussion. Well, it will be three windows. I don't think, unless we're debating this, should it be where the window just goes all the way across like this, which would be it would be a challenging bridge, but it could be done where it goes like this instead. This would be one big old window. So there's this window, which I don't have a solution for how to do it yet, but it would be interesting. In fact, I actually do have a way of doing it. I just realized how I could slice it differently. So I'm going to put this up as a poll. Start a poll. Three windows. Blue. One wide window. Red. The safety bars were a joke, Doug. Okay, so we're doing a poll real quick. And the options are the three windows like the Erebus, or do I do one big window that goes across all of them? I do have a way of solving it, but it will require splitting it in a way I don't want to, but it would work. But I have to make that decision now. Well, not now, but I have to make it before I start doing the splits and the design of how to do other stuff. One window or three windows. I wish I could like easily flip between these, but I can't. Does this turns off everything? Three windows, one window, one window, three windows. Hmm. Switching out to one window reminds me of Metroid suddenly. I have not played a single 3D Metroid. The last one I ever played was for SNES. The part that's weird is though I played it on my Switch. That was the first time I ever played Metroid uh, ever. It was my first game. It was interesting. I saved the animals. Whew. But I've never played like the NES one. Oh, we don't have very many viewers, so I have to rely on what people, because I think we only have like two viewers, so I think we've gotten all the people that were going to vote, and I'm not sold on either one. I think the three window does feel closer to an Erebus. I think a big wide window like this is interesting, and I would love to make that ship with a big wide window, but I think I would design it slightly differently on the inside. I'm thinking this is a neat idea, and I'm going to shelve it for now and go with the blue windows because the the poll was equal. Yeah, I'm not going to be too worried about that. I want to make the idea of this ship, but it's such an interesting shape, but I don't want to do the exact same solutions it did. Like, for example, I have a slightly different profile here and slightly different angles here and there, which are, I think, fun. But I can totally do, I think I would do some kind of ribbing here. Oh, I'm on the wrong piece. I do like the idea of a ribby here, but maybe only like that. We're planning out our design. And then go up and like stay on this top line. It's fun to sketch. I wish that. Oh, I forgot. There's a button to do that. And it's the button I was staring at the whole time. I do like the idea of circles here. So we'll put little. I need to stabilize this. It's terrifying. It doesn't need that big of stabilization though. No wonder their button was why you were staring. Shy. Shy. I can't draw right now. I'm actually getting worse and nauseous. I'm going to end the stream exactly at 1600 because this is not. Uh, I don't want to look at the ship too much because I want to have my own designs here. This is going to be its fake turn signals, which don't make sense because they're in space. But I like to borrow from real. Oh, he does do something different, but that's cool. And I'm going to change the intakes. I want them here instead. 1600? No, it's 1534 right now. I want intakes here. I think that'll feel better. For what I'm trying to achieve. Uh, Doug, you made me laugh with the plus half. One half. That's not how military time works. Angle intakes were still the intent. Um, yeah, I'm just moving the intakes because I think they're here in the original, and I just don't like them there. That's just a me thing. And I'm going to reduce the area that has the outset to be here. Just gonna let that be. We're gonna just have some fun and we're coloring. There's a built, they're not built in, there's a Blender add-on and I want to get it one day. It's free. It's not like I'm buying it. It's more just I want to learn it better. That you sketch and it turns it into polygons and such on that face you want. So if you have a curved face, you can draw your square panel and it will follow the curves right and do that part for you. And that would be amazing. And then this is a really interesting grill. I do think I can borrow that, and I do think I also can borrow the line effect where it goes like here, uh, here, and then yeah, I think this area I can steal from. I'm gonna still do this, like it's a buckling here, and then maybe do that. Chevelle. The intakes on the bottom runner, that is going to be an intake area. Ooh, wait. Imagine this. Unlike the original ship that doesn't have these because it didn't need them for the. This was just for width control. The original ship, they're not there. Imagine this being ventilation. Before you say you hate it, yes, that could totally be ventilation. That's an interesting and unique compared to the Erebus. Because it needs to not be, it needs to be its own ship. When I was putting this together with Ben, when I was showing him concepts, I was using all Erebus parts just squished and squashed. He was so excited. Then after I showed him that's going to be its own parts, he suddenly changed tune a little bit. He went, oh. And it went to, let's make it an Outer Worlds, just which is the polite way that we, if you see Outer Worlds logo on a part in Second Dynasty's library, it means Ben didn't want to put a signature. And the Outer Worlds one is where you see there's a particular constellation. I believe it is the not constellation. There's a particular planet and star, and with the moon, and it's the Epsilon something something. And that was fun because the stars are correct for it. So SS op, SS option Chevelles had single headlights and a wide grille. Huh. Yes. Outer Worlds. Ben hates this, but not enough to cancel it. He's too busy. Does not have the time to throw together a tribe release. I have to come up with something, and it will be something. I'm gonna spend to I'm gonna take a break, and I just gotta last 20 more minutes, and then I can end stream, and I can go rest, and then tomorrow I have to spend the full 8 hours on this, so it's gonna advance pretty quickly. I'm probably not gonna stream it because I still don't have my streaming laptop set up. But this is already an interesting looking ship. I like it better than it was. And I do like planning out the shapes. Um, you can end now. See, they're so nice to me. Or they're just saying, this is awful. Uh, oh, I actually like the idea of turning, I'm going to change this shape to this shape instead. Because it's a shape I love, and I actually put it in a lot of designs I do. Why? I do not know. Why could I not erase this line? There we go. I like when there's these little bits of weirdness, like someone was just trying to make it work and fit in the space, and they had to fit. Oh, we do not want you to suffer for your art. Oh, you're so polite to me. And then I do like the idea of a fin here of some kind. I need a solid reason why there's a fin here, but this is already looking so much better just by getting the ideas of the shape of the. Take a leaf from her, but then I have to. I guess I could speed it up. That is a solution where I just record my screen, play it back, but faster. Why is there a vent here? Because the gas is it's a fin here, not a vent. It's a fin. What is the fin doing? I don't know. But there is certainly. This is my little sketchy little person. It actually has significantly shorter window. Something I always forget I've done. Needs a vendor because it looks cool. And this could be a skid area. In fact, let's just keep that skid area going. Oh, I have to do it. You have to do it on each individual face because it's on surface mode. So if I do here to here, it'll be behind that plane. And let's do the little bumpers. We're changing how the ship works. So do forgive. We're gonna just land without doing that engine idea I had, which is kind of sad. It is losing that little thing that I worked on, but I'm okay with it. And then just that would be so much better than what I'm currently doing. I think that you guys, is that a RCS thruster? There are RCS, whatever they're called, thrusters here? I've never paid attention to that, and I've printed out like 100 of these ships, literally. I think I printed over 100 of them. Let's borrow that and go boop, 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 boop. And then we'll have one here. I'm no longer caring about making sure it's mirrored because I'm just doing the sketches on the area that matters. This side. What should go here? He didn't do anything on it. Does it need something? I think in their version, I think it printed on this face here, which made it not a good choice for designs. If there's space for a supporty hole somewhere in the bottom ledge, you're talking about put like this print on the other end. Thank you. I think is I never printed the original how it was intended. I like running cabling here and making it go across. And this just, why is that there? I want it to. And then it goes into a, I wish I had I ordered a tablet. So what could go here? Suggestions? I'm also going to put a little box here with its own, and then something here, and then another. What does it do? It's for the RCS. Why is it exposed? Because I want it to be. Then let's do some nice wide plating. We'll put a plate here. Maybe put a plate here. Or do a split plate here. I don't love this. This is actually rather hideous. Let's keep it simple with a wide plating. Greeley pattern inside the forks. Just random machinery. Look, you know what? That's not a bad idea. I think that's a rather reasonable approach. That feels, you know what? That almost feels good. And this is meant to be a stretch thing, so I do not want to add too much detail to it because I want Shadow Liger to have the freedom to extend this. This is why it has no angle. And it's one tile, which makes it perfect for stretching. I do want to know what that looks like with a stretch. But this could be a big area of very little detail. I'm fine with that as long as there's spaces that can feel really complex. Like we could put complexity in the hull, I mean the top. So you're thinking, are you saying just do, we'll have like a, I want like a wire here. I want a frame for this uh, because you don't want things to be too hard to read, but maybe something like this. We're not going to do engine nacelles there. They're going to be, um, I've changed my mind on them. The engines are going to be only on the back, just here and here. It'll still have two engines, but it won't have the, where is the, what is this part? Oh. If it's an intake, the machinery that manipulate the intake gases. Yes. I might do, I think I do need to do something like a breakout here. The door can be put on the side eventually, but it won't be on the side, it will be on the back because this ship is going to have a true airlock. Which is unusual. This is going to be fun. I'm actually having a lot of fun just sketching out an idea. So I would love, I've never got to do this, and I think it'll be so much fun to do a bizarre pattern here. It doesn't even need to make sense. And then we'll put like a panel here. But test print done before. This can print in less than a day. So it will be a tight squeeze, you're right. But I can imagine just a weird, complex thing. This is not wires. I'll make that clear. This is just like a support beam between the two. Because I understand you don't need wires everywhere. It just needs to feel like what's Tetsuo veins? You guys say things and I'd never heard them before. Actually, this should go under. And then this should be, that was gigantic. Akira reference. See, I have no idea. And this actually shouldn't be a vein here. This should be, I'm actually, the funny thing is, even though this is completely fake stuff that doesn't have to be real, I am considering that you can't just have wires, you have to have a framework. So I'm doing these frame pieces throughout it that will give it still structural stability if it was a real part, but more like the idea if it was a prop part in like a show, this would make it to where it wouldn't easily as break. Not like functional framing. Tetsuo has. You can Google sugar. Oh yeah, you have access to the entire web. I do wonder if I should do more of a Kathy Millet Millet Moeller stream because there would be something interesting to that. Did I post the parameters? No, I actually use the standard. Oh, that's not true. I'm about to lie to you. I'm about to tell you something that is not how have ever done it. So you should trust me. Uh, I use my own very weird profile for point two, and I don't know if it's a good profile or not. It's how I do it, and I will step through. Say more. Now that's an interesting looking uh, area of detail that normally didn't have to have detail. This is going to be very much a rush job when it actually comes out, so I need to consider how to get this done tomorrow. Trust me, I'm going to lie to you, yes. This could actually be venting as well, but just not make as much sense. It doesn't make much sense as venting. It's just for the cool factor because it reminds me of there's a very particular ship I'm thinking of in my brain, but I can't remember its name. But it is something. And there's going to be like some lines here. This is a break point. I want a line here and a line here. And I want a line here. The lines get shorter because the body just does that. I want a rivet here. I want it to be close, but not touching this area. And then this is actually, I believe, two different planes. No, it's actually one plane. I've never unintentional, but I do like that. I'm going to do a break here, a break here. This is just going to have a very simple shape, just a box. Venting? Yes, inventing. I'm glad that you thought it in your brain. I'm curious, where do you normally outsource your thinking to? Deep seek? I actually that's one of the first things I was setting up on my next computer was Olama with a local a Docker Olama with a DeepSeek module, not module, whatever it's called, model. This can be this, then this, then this, then this, then that. Oh, this is going to be fun. See, that actually feels like it's moving along uh, pretty well. I would be. This ship looks interesting, right? I mean, it's something. Don't correct me on this. I need areas of low detail to make the areas of high detail feel better. So I want this to just be plain boxing. Hmm. I don't have an idea of what I'll do on this top. But what was I thinking? I don't have time to wait till tomorrow to do this detail work. I'm going to do the splitting today, And when the splitting is done, I'm going to work on. Uh, I do like having this top section have those little rivets. This section is not meant to be worked on by somebody. You're not intended to go out of this while it's in space. You're intended to be able to get into a spacesuit and go into the airlock to then explore a planet that doesn't have atmosphere. Circles on top? You mean like, I don't know if I would like, maybe I'll put circles here? I don't have an idea. What am I doing there, though? I've been warned by Ben that some of my designs don't make sense. Maybe I can fit a circle here, though, as a as a so these three are like 1, 2, 3, 4, and I could fit like one more here, and it's just this one splits unusually, which provides visual interest. And these are just little, yeah, they're just designed to make it to where the ship can back up if it really has to. It doesn't prefer it because most of the engine power will be in the back now. I still have to do the design the back. This is a very slow process. Something like that. You have to do a few. So I have this angle, this angle, this angle, that angle, and this angle. This angle and this angle are slightly different. This one and that one are the same, but they are in different spots of the ship. So, and this circle is a pure backup. So it can, technically, if you really needed to, you could fire this one, this one, this one, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You could fire 10 of them, and it would still go backwards because they would balance out. You would burn through fuel, I guess. Maybe. Someone who is smarter, please just explain that to me better. Explain what I just said, but better. Vectors. I work with vectors a lot in Unity. Hate them still. I rather work. Yeah, yeah, you're right, Sure Girl. My main point was that this ship has terrible turning because all of its power, it has two big engines on the back, which will not be able to give you a great ability, it's not a great choice in that way. I know this is weird, but I kind of like making all of this. This is like all of this is ventilation because it's an intake for the engine on the back, which makes sense. All of this is just intake. Yeah, most are short. Point away from where you want to leave. Light it up. So really fast in straight lines. Yeah, I like all this for intake. This is top area. I have no idea what this is going to be. there should be there should be little connectors here. I should make sure that I can fit a supporty clip here and here that you can fit whatever you want on top. It's actually curved. Please ban the nerd from my science fiction spaceship design discussion. I'm such a hypocrite. This is a very interesting looking ship, and I'm actually starting to feel better too. I still am going to end the stream a little soonish, uh, but I'm not as bad off as I thought I would be. I need my interior helper, because I can't remember. Okay, it's somewhere here. That is the absolute minimum for a height for the minis. Mini minis will fit much shorter. Like a lot of minis land here, but I need that extra headroom. The fries are working. Change like in an American car. If you want to turn 90 degrees, simply change cars for one heading in the right direction. I don't know why that made me laugh, but it does. I can just imagine someone saying they're passing the interstate. There's another interstate going that way on like a bridge over. Like, well, I'm touching you need to go that way, but my car's steering is so bad I can't go on the ramp. I just jump off and land on a car that's going the right way. If you run a, you would turn. I guess you would. Derivative content. It's more like a spinning suggestion. Okay, now this is the interesting part. This is going to be rather fun. The intake is here, so the engine's going to have to be here, which makes it the engine will be smaller than what? So we will have to have a smaller engine. It's going to look ridiculous though, because it's going to have to do a jet out. Smaller engine? You're doing it wrong! Well, my intention is I was going to make it to where I wanted to have 4 mini engines. I wanted I was going to do like a little odd something like that. And then we have our little ship and we have our little engines and then we have our little greebles. And why are they called greebles? Because I use the words, but I don't know why I use them. This is our turn signals. I know they won't act. They are turn signals to me, and they always will be. I know there's probably something else that's supposed to be intended by these, but all I see when I look at them is turn signals. I wish there was a way to add a mirror on. Make the engines rectangle. You know what? You smart. You smart. I like that idea. I don't like what I'm doing here on this particular design. Did I accidentally erase something? No, I didn't. Okay. I I'm seeing if it erases through. It does not. Okay. I've never tested that. Supposedly coined by George Lucas himself. Hmm. Are you thinking doing two long rectangle engines like this? Because I actually don't hate that. I think it would look rather weird and it's unusual, but also exciting. It's I like I do like bizarre engine shapes. The only problem is you cannot enter the airlock when it's but if they just I'm almost at the airlock door. They're trying to save them at the last end of a mission, and the person's run into the door, and then they blast off, and the engines just fire and just burn the person. That'd be interesting. Yeah. Um, Now remember, this is all going to extend out all the way to here. So, do. Yes, I'm going to do this. I want to do one last poll, and it's okay if you don't love it. Should it be a quad rectangular engine, but it goes like a small one and a big one and a small one? Or should it be one engine and then like greebles and and things I don't have planned just yet, but you know, just whatever something. Be whatever will be. The future is hard to see. Um, Start a poll. Uh, 2 rectangle engines per side. What engine layout? I'm doing the questions now. 2 per side. 1 per side. You're not agreeing to do the oh, I can't delete a question. Oh, there it goes. You fire off the engines after disconnecting from the ship. And there might even be like a little if it was this shape B, I would do like a small cluster here just to act as a extra to push it off. Looks like I'm just putting boobs on a ship. That's all I can see right now. And I know we don't have that kind of mindset, but just how I did that particular one, I did the middle before I did the extending lines, so there. It looks better if I do the extending lines first. Maneuvering thruster. Yeah. This is just to get you away from the ship you're docked to. Hmm. See, this is a wildly different looking ship now. We're just changing to a rectangle. And this is, I would never have done this if I was not streaming and Joseph didn't show up. So thank you. Or do you want the more, I can do still the more standard big square ships. Woohoo, 1 vote. Oh, but I wouldn't have done the rectangles at all. And if people don't like the rectangles, tell me that in the chat, and I can run another poll if we want to go with the big square ones like the Erebus. I just have to find how to fit them on. They'll be rotated weird. I'm gonna end the stream here. I do have to show you guys something I've been working on that I have to pause on working on because of I need to finish this. Yeah, this no longer feels this is I don't know what world we're in at this point with this ship, but it's just kind of doing its own thing now. It's doing its own fun. It's more like the rear. So let's end this poll. Oh, let's talk about uh, it's I don't know what you call it. This is its own design now, and it does feel a little more Star Warsy. But I think I'm gonna go with tied vote again. Yeah, well, there's not enough viewers. That's okay. Well, there were 6 votes. My bad. It just was split. Let me bring up another solution. So to think about, I will still have to have the. This stream is going too long. I need to end it soonish. We can go back to clusters if that's what people prefer. Like, we can still do a cluster design of some. I would just have to figure it out how to how to put these on. This is a very fast sketch. Get to work, John. Okay. Very rude. Alright, let's stop being salty, Shriegel. Shriegel. I keep accidentally clicking add option instead of start poll. 2 rectangle with 2 round thrusters. That could fit. You could totally do another. Uh, you're not agreeing to the thrusters when I did that. This is just I can't draw a circle right now. So do we go? I know the C one looks really bad, but I'm asking you want a more Erebus style with the big clusters that come out, or go stay with this new Delta feel? Because that's the full point of doing it live instead of just recording it in advance. How many votes are there? I am partial to the one rectangle, or even I'm thinking I'm gonna give myself the right to choose, and I will probably do something if the Delta style wins. I would probably do the RCS closer to. I know I'm messing with it while you're voting, but in the end, this was not what you were. I would probably do something closer to an A uh, with an RCS cluster and an RCS cluster. Not an RCS cluster, just an RCS. That's what it's called, right? Just RCS. That way, there is some space safety of you're not that close. Then again, oh, that would also work because it lets the top view, the airlock will be slightly wider than it was before because the RCS ones have to be still out. So there's a space to diagonal into. Mm. Okay, so the Delta, it looks like the Delta style has one, and that's yeah. And there will be remember this is not going to be a flat plane. It's just turn this off. When you don't have this on, you can easily erase, I notice, but when it's on, it's like, no. Okay, there is some interesting stuff going on in this shape. And I do like this side better, the A side. 2 clusters, some paneling here, whatever's necessary to make it look interesting. And then, and for this side, it's will probably be a mirror of that, and not this big, tall one. And before you say a third one on top, no, I'm not doing the third one on top. It doesn't work for the physics, and by physics I mean aesthetics. I want this to be part of the whole instead to make it way easier to play with. Okay, we've actually gotten quite a ways, so I'm going to end this stream here. Thank you for watching. Be swell, eat lots of fruit, and I used to do this when I used to be a Twitch streamer, and I tried to do game development, and I was not dedicated enough, but this is paying me, so I'm okay with doing it now. There's incentive. 3 would look too weird. Yes. I'm gonna do something I used to do shake like whoop, whoop, ta, 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 ta. Double shake. Oh, that was bad for nausea. Be well. Did I end it? I hope so.